How is insurance claim granted in case of death in a terror attack? Know the facts that can change lives. Sometimes life takes a turn where everything changes in a moment. A smile, a laugh, a dream, everything can be wiped out in an instant. The recent terrorist attack in 𝐮𝐻𝐿𝐺𝐵, Kashmir, was one such tragedy. 26 innocent lives were lost to an act of brutality that not only devastated families but plunged the entire nation into mourning. Imagine the homes where kitchens will now remain silent, the children who have no one left to pay their school fees, and the parents whose hopes have now set like a sun never to rise again. Amid such unbearable pain, one silent question arises: can these shattered families get any financial support? And if yes, then how? Today, we will explore this crucial truth in depth: how an insurance claim is granted after death due to a terrorist attack, and what important rules one must know about it. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe so that you get all our latest video updates first. So let's start today's discussion without any further delay. India is a country that has faced terrorism for decades. Sometimes devastating attacks like 26/11s, sometimes catastrophes like Pulwama. Every time, innocent blood has been shed. Every time, there have been families whose entire world was destroyed. Amid these storms of grief, a very practical question arises: can the deceased's family receive any financial support through insurance? The answer is yes, but with certain conditions and procedures. Over time, insurance companies and governments have simplified this system, but even today, many people remain unaware of their rights and the necessary processes. First, it's important to understand whether a regular life insurance policy covers death caused by a terrorist attack. Earlier, such incidents were considered exclusions, meaning they were not covered. However, the insurance regulatory body IRDA has made changes over the past few years, and now most life insurance policies cover death due to terrorism. This means if a person becomes a victim of a terrorist attack and dies, their family has the right to claim the full insurance amount. But the process becomes easier only when the family knows which documents are needed and how the claim should be filed. One important point that often gets overlooked is the accidental death benefit rider. Normally, if a person dies due to a road accident or another mishap, they receive an additional payout. For example, if someone has a life insurance policy of 50 lakh rupees and an accidental rider of 10 lakh rupees, then in case of accidental death, 60 lakh rupees would be paid. However, a terrorist attack is not categorized under accident. This means that in such cases, only the basic sum assured is given, the rider benefit does not apply. It is crucial to understand this difference to avoid disappointment later for the family. Some insurance companies, like New India Assurance, specifically offer insurance coverage related to terrorism. These are not just for life protection but also for covering damage to houses, vehicles, and other properties. In terrorist attacks, homes often get damaged and vehicles are destroyed. If someone has taken insurance for a house or vehicle that includes terrorism coverage, they can also claim compensation for these losses. This is an area that, given today's changing environment, needs to be taken very seriously. Now comes the question of the claim process. The very first and crucial thing needed is the death certificate and the police report. Whenever a death occurs in an attack, the police prepare a report, and this report becomes the most important document for the insurance claim. In such cases, the government also ensures that the cause of death is clearly mentioned in the death certificate, which makes the claim process smoother. Sometimes, the government also provides compensation to the family of the deceased, but this compensation is separate from the insurance claim and both can be claimed independently. Insurance companies treat cases of deaths caused by terrorist attacks differently from normal claims. In such cases, they usually settle the claims faster because gathering evidence does not take much time. The entire case is a matter of public record. There are media reports and government statements. Therefore, for families who have an insurance policy, claiming compensation can be relatively easier, provided the required documents are submitted on time and the policy terms are properly followed. Another important point is that many people do not carefully read the terms while purchasing life insurance. It is very important to thoroughly read the policy document. One must clearly know under what conditions the policy provides coverage and under what conditions it does not. Many companies, in an attempt to offer cheaper premiums, limit the coverage, excluding terrorist activities. Therefore, always purchase a policy from reputed insurance companies and deeply understand the coverage terms. Now let's talk about health insurance and property insurance. Often in terrorist attacks, a person may not die but gets injured. In such cases, health insurance becomes useful. Expenses for serious injuries, hospitalization, and treatment can be covered through a health policy. Similarly, if a house or shop is damaged, property insurance can compensate for the losses, provided the policy includes terrorism coverage. This is why, in today's times, having multiple insurance covers has become extremely important. Now coming to another sensitive point, psychological and social support. Insurance can provide money, but it cannot heal the grief of losing loved ones. Therefore, after such attacks, governments and organizations should not only provide financial assistance to affected families but also offer counseling, children's education support, and rehabilitation services. Some private insurance companies have also started offering mental health services under health and wellness programs. This is a positive initiative that should be further encouraged. To sum up, it is clear that under life insurance policies in India, families of those killed in terrorist attacks have the right to claim insurance benefits. However, for this, correct information, timely submission of documents, and awareness are absolutely essential. The government's effort is to provide quick relief to victim families in such sensitive cases, but the families themselves must also stay informed and prepared. Insurance is no longer a luxury. In today's times, it is a necessity, especially in an era where uncertainty has become a permanent part of our lives. So, the next time you buy an insurance policy or when you plan for a loved one's future, remember, those pages are not just filled with words, but hold the security of your future, the education of your children, the medicines for your elderly parents, and the last hope for a shattered family. The tragedies that can halt life at any moment can only be faced with strong preparation. And perhaps, this is the greatest lesson the innocent martyrs of Pahalgam have left us with, that amidst the uncertainties of life, it is up to us to protect our future.
Has taught you something new. Do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.